making some masks. You did some research on the Green Man, and here, for example, are some of your examples of the Green Man. And we're going to try and make a mask out of things we can find in our home. So again, going back to this aerial packet, lovely thin card, what you want to do is draw out a mask. One of the best ways I've found is I get a pair of glasses. And where I put my glasses, if I imagine where the centre of my eye is from my glasses, that's where I can put the holes for my eyes. So I'm starting with the holes for my eyes, and then it's up to you what kind of shape you want, but I wouldn't cut it out to the particular shape. I want my nose to kind of go in here and there, and then I can then start to cut that out. But what I'd possibly do is cut it as a rectangle to allow me to stick onto these bits, because I don't know where my design's coming. So here we go, we've got that. You can cut out the eye sockets. I'll leave you to do that yourself. And then you can then draw out some bits of leaves, branches, twigs onto your cardboard, cut those out. You could then paint them and then stick them down as you go. And as you see, when you stick it like that, you've got this excess card that you could then cut out, okay? So that's using card. Another way of creating the mask and thinking of the Green Man is you might find that you've got some old fabric at home. Old shirt, here's an old shirt of mine. So what I've done is daubed on some paint, allowed it to run, get my leaf shapes, and then I've cut those out, and then with a needle and thread, which I've lost somewhere, but with my needle and thread, I can then sew on my individual petals. So it's a softer mask that we're getting that with that. Okay, and then in your research, I got you to look at arcimboldo. So arcimboldo, whoop, here we go, sorry. Here we go, arcimboldo, he was creating faces out of fruits and different materials. So these are all his fruit ones here, but he used books, he used different kind of imagery, plants and things like that. So you might say to yourself, I tell you what, I'm actually going to go and get some leaves from the garden, and then I'm going to sew those onto my mask. So you could then sew those on, and they will stick beautifully once you sew, and then as they dry they will change colour, and that will give you a lovely effect there. But then going back to the fruits, you may say, oh, tell you what, I'm just going to paint some fruits on some old card and then stick them, cut them out, and then you can then start to stick them onto your mask. So you can then start to say, right, yeah, I've got a flurry of colourful fruits upon my mask. Okay, but I'm going to go back to the Green Man and take what we've learnt from last lesson and try that with here. So I've cut my cardboard shapes out, stuck them down, I've then cut out the shape that was left from where there's not been leaves. I'm now going to slap on my glue again, very, very quickly, boom, 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 get it on, get on my glue, and then going to what we've learnt in previous lessons, I'm now going to get my tin foil again, my trusted tin foil, and this can then be applied onto your mask. And then with your polish, again, my black polish, I could use brown polish, but this time I'm just going to use black polish. I can then rub on my polish to create my mask. Whoa, I'm going through to the card on that one, I've been a bit brisk on that. And then because it's sticking to the card, I can then just tear out and fold round. You might take your time doing this. And fold round and tear out so that your mask will then start to appear. I'll just do this bottom section and possibly the eye section. Stab it through, fold it round. I could glue it on the other side, but tin foil is quite good, quite resilient. And here we go, sticking the last bits down. But as you can see, it's starting to appear as a mask. And you could go for geometric shapes. So I've seen some of your designs are lovely and geometric. And there we go, I'll just take that excess off and I'll just do that a bit. But that can then be your mask for, oh, pop out the other eye may as well since I'm here. Pop out the other eye, and that will give you a lovely effect for your metallic mask. I'll just put the glue back down there. So it's having fun, seeing what you can create. You've got the reference, you've got your designs, and it's all about playing with materials. Okay.